What's the most ridiculous reason for which you've been dumped? Made a girl smile too much. She had braces and it cut up the inside of her mouth. All she has to do is put wax on her braces. It's not even difficult to get, wax is standard when it comes to braces. Damn you. My ex's cat was named Ben. The girl I was dating's cat was named Bundles. One day, I called Bundles Ben. She asked me what I just called her cat. I thought about it, and then remembered that was my ex's cat's name. I laughed and told her and she was super unimpressed. Broke up with me the next day. And this is why I'm still surprised my husband didn't break it off when I called him my ex's name within the first 4 months of our relationship. I wish I still had the text. Long story short, she was mad I didn't grab her ass in public on our first date. Lol WTF. Are you for real? I have a similar one. She got even more elusive after I didn't pick up on her signals that she wanted to have sex in the washroom at a co-worker's party. And I didn't pick up on it because she stood me up, cancelled 10 minutes before the last 3 dates and I wasn't aware she was still interested. SMH. She found out the truck I was driving was owned by my mom. Guess it was a dump truck. Wait, so she dumped you because you drove a truck owned by your mom? What? I'm not ready for a relationship. I thought it was a bad time to bring that up since we were engaged and had been together for almost 2 years. What the actual fuck? She didn't think she was in too deep after the first year. Not that far along, but maybe 4 months in she broke up with me at a convention with the same line after flying 4 hours to it. Turned out she didn't want to feel guilty for fucking multiple people she had planned to fuck when we got there. She thought I killed her horse. It wasn't actually her horse. With voodoo, it hung itself, because I was jealous. It was a horse. How does a horse hang itself? Carefully puts voodoo doll back in pocket. Babe, you sound crazy. This is ridiculous. I would never do something like that. Apparently I gave her too much anxiety when I bought her a coffee that one morning and she broke up with me the same week. Unrelated, but have you tried combining L-theanine with coffee/caffeinated drinks? It helps relieve anxiety that normally comes with the caffeine, like jitters and increased heart rate. I like that the responses to you are explaining that coffee can trigger anxiety, like that somehow explains the breakup. One of my exes dumped me saying that he wanted to be like Paul from the Bible. He was of course referring to Paul being single and abstinent. But the kicker is that about a month later he had a new girlfriend. Beheaded? The guy I was dating broke up with me cause he had family problems. I was all like, I'm so sorry. I'm here if you need me. 2 days later I find out he lied and asked out one of my best friends and she said yes. About a week later I asked him why he dumped me and he left me on read. Did you ask your best friend what was up? That's shady of both of them. Had something similar happen once, except no excuse. I just found they had been seeing each other, naked, in bed. Called out their shit and got called selfish and was blamed for being angry. Shared this before here, but this has and will always take the cake for me. College GF's dad won $1 million in the state lottery over winter break. Broke up with me over the phone, telling me now that I'm rich, I can't afford to date regular people like you. That's really the only thing wrong, you're just regular. But that doesn't make you rich, unless you use it wisely. Most people who have won the lottery go bankrupt later, because they don't know how to handle large sums of money. It's a lot, but an amount you can burn through pretty quickly. My boyfriend broke up with me because he was moving away to go to puppet school. It was clearly your fault because you wanted a no-strings attached relationship. Haha, seriously though, sorry for the breakup. Not me, but one of my friends who's a senior in high school got dumped by her boyfriend who she dated for almost 2 years. He dumped her because he didn't want to go to the school dance. A few days later he texted her to tell her that he wanted to get back together, but she declined. He could have just told her that he didn't want to go and still be her with her, or just go to the stupid dance. That's on one episode of Malcolm in the Middle. The girlfriend finds out that Reese is trying to pick a fight with her, to avoid the dance. She makes him go anyway, and dumps him right after. Are you intentionally describing an episode of Malcolm in the Middle? When I was 12 we played Spin the Bottle and I made a kiss-moi sound before we kissed. An hour later she sent her best friend to my soccer game to break up with me. Honestly, can you blame her? Dumped might be extreme, but on a first date, girl asked me to go buy her popcorn literally as the movie started, so I did, whispered as I was getting up, "You want butter on that?" Brought it back and she says, "Is there butter on this?" I said, "Yes." I asked and you said yeah and she said, "No." I specifically said, "Nah." I thought she was joking or something, it was like a Seinfeld bit. So I said, "Well, maybe this just isn't going to work out." And she said, "I think you're right. Thanks for nothing." And fucking left. But she took my popcorn. She should have thanked me for fucking that. Yug. At least you dodged a bullet. Small inconvenience and she's ready to drop it doesn't make for long-term relationship stuff. You barely had a short-term relationship. Sucks about the popcorn. She didn't want it but then took it. In bird culture that is called a dick move. Is anyone else gonna mention Seinfeld? He dumped me because I cheated on him. In his dream. I think he didn't have a reason to break up with you and invented that one. So you're a dream cheater? The worst kind. I don't feel a spark of anything when we kiss anymore. At the time I got hit in the mouth with a bat and couldn't kiss her for the past month. If you didn't want to be with me just say it or at least come up with a better lie to dump me over. For a moment I thought a bat flew straight at your face. Perhaps this one had a broken sonar or some shit. Then I realized what bat you were talking about. Apparently, we didn't come from the same planet. Men are from Mars, women are from Venus. I'm a Gemini. Same, was talking to this girl, tell her that I'm a Gemini BC. She asked me my sign, she then asked me my moon and rising signs which are also Geminis. She blocked me on the spot after like 4 months of going out and talking, bamboozled to this day. Not dumped, but shut down. I asked her out and she sort of freaked. Like, on a date? A date? Oh shit, I want to say yes, but I can't. Every time I've dated a guy I liked we ended up hating each other. But I want to, but I can't. So, I know. You're my gay friend. I can't date you, because you're gay. Awesome. I have a gay friend now. Oh shit, I'm late for class. Bye. I was like what the fuck just happened? The other people of our social group were similarly confused. Are you gay? Did she just make that up? Confusing as fuck lol. On the surface, it sounded okay. My GF and I were kinda fizzling out. But when she dumped me, she said it was because I was not religious enough. She wanted to go to church every Sunday and for major religious holidays. I was okay with her going but I was conflicted about religion at the time so I didn't want to go. So that is what she said when she dumped me. Seems like a decent reason. What made it ridiculous is that about 6 months later, she was dating the president of the college atheist group. My guess is she was already having doubts about religion and was under a lot of pressure from her church to find someone with whom she was equally yoked, literally how they say it, to bring her back into the fold. 6 months of soul-searching later, dating the president of an atheist group would send a nice, strong signal to her congregation. Source: my husband grew up in a fundamentalist family and I was with him through his walking away from religion. I said love you, she got mad I forgot the I. Oh no, how could you? Bruh, my ex was like this. She was like who? My cat? Dated a chick in my early 20s, we partied a lot at the time. One night I refused to get into her car and go for the drive home since we were obliterated. She got upset, said fuck you this guy, I'll be fine on my own. Receive a call from her 36 hours later, she'd been bailed out of jail already. This guy, you are a fucking asshole, it's your fault I went to jail, I am breaking up with you. I hung up and giggled. Cunt. Lol, what a perfect ending. You're supposed to giggle then hang up. You're too normal. And then she went back with her ex. An ex-convict pusher who thinks that a shiner is an act of love. Subscribe for more hot Reddit takes in your inbox, guaranteed.